Welcome back to Artzenu, where we tour and travel in our homeland in Israel.
This is my home, this is my motherland. This is the place where I want to be, a home no one can take away from me. This is my home, this is my motherland. This is the land of trees paved with gold. This is the land of which my father told. This is my home.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome you aboard this El Al flight. On behalf of El Al, the captain and the crew, we wish you all a pleasant flight. El Al, it's not just an airline, it's Israel.
Hey everybody, super exciting. This week we're going to be celebrating Lag BaOmer.
So, Miri, you know which Chag is coming?
Lag BaOmer.
Yes, Lag BaOmer. I'm so excited. Oh no.
What?
This year we can't really have a fire because of all the corona thing. So, what are we gonna do?
But you know, my favorite part in Lag BaOmer is to eat marshmallow on the fire. And when it's like hot and so
my
good.
God.
I love it.
Now, since the beginning of the Omer, some of us haven't gotten haircuts or shaved or listened to real music. But this coming week, that's going to change on Lag BaOmer. So here's what the deal is. Before this, from the beginning of Pesach until Lag BaOmer, Rabbi Akiva's students, sadly 24,000 of them, died because they didn't give each other respect. But now, they stopped dying. And on Lag BaOmer is the yahrzeit of the famed Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. So, who was Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai? I am standing here in Meron, near the kever of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. On a regular year on Lag BaOmer, there are hundreds and thousands of people who come here to dance and sing and celebrate the life that Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai lived.
Idea. What can we do, Miri?
What?
I have such a brilliant idea. Okay, oh my God.
So who was Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai? Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai lived in the time when the Romans ruled Eretz Yisrael. During that time period, the Romans did not allow regular Torah learning, regular schools to be open, and because they didn't have Zoom, they had to sneak out and learn privately. Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai and his son Rabbi Lazar continued teaching Torah, and the Romans found out and wanted them arrested and tried for breaking the law. Rabbi Shimon and his son Rabbi Lazar ran off to hide, and they found a little cave near a city called Pikiim in the north in Eretz Yisrael, near an area called Ramah. Now Ramah is very, very famous because Shmuel HaNavi, Eliyahu HaNavi, and others came there to bring karbanot. It's way up in the north, somewhere past Tiberia, on the way across back to Rosh Hashanah. And they found a little cave that they lived in for 12 years. During those 12 years, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai and his son did nothing but serve Hashem. They davened, they learned Torah, and they became super close with Hashem. Imagine 12 years of Yom Kippur, just you and Hashem becoming super duper close. During that time, a small boxer tree grew in front of their cave, and they ate boxer, which, if you've ever had it, has no taste. It's hard, it's tough to chew. And a little stream ran by so they could drink. They spent these 12 years becoming just super connected with Hashem. After 12 years, Eliyahu HaNavi himself came to the cave and said, Rabbi Shimon and Rabbi Lazar, it's time to come out of the cave. The Gemara in Shabbat tells us when they came out of the cave, they were so connected to spirituality that anything they looked at burnt up immediately. And Rabbi Lazar and Rabbi Shimon couldn't understand, why would people spend time working on physical things when life is so much greater than that? It's about connecting with Hashem and growing. They realized they needed to go back into the cave, and the voice of Hashem called out from heaven and said, this is not how it's going to work. Why are you destroying the things that I made for everybody to appreciate? They went back in for another year. And after that year, when Rabbi Shimon and Rabbi Lazar came out of the cave, everything Rabbi Lazar looked at burned up, but Rabbi Shimon could look at it and fix it.
I have such a brilliant idea. Okay, oh my god.
The third story is of Rabbi Shimon and his son Rabbi Lazar walking on Erev Shabbat, and they passed a man carrying 2 bouquets of hadassim, and they said, "What are the hadassim for?" And he said, "L'chvod Shabbat." And they said, "Why 2?" And he said, "One for Shamar and one for Zachar." Rabbi Shimon turned to his son Rabbi Lazar and explained, "I understand now. We can live both a physical life and a spiritual life. We can have really cool, fun stuff, and we can connect to Hashem through it. That's how people live." So after all those years in the cave where we were so connected to Hashem, what we were missing was the ability to enjoy the world we have around us. And our goal is to be able to do both. So on Lag BaOmer, we celebrate our ability to become close with Hashem, which we're working up toward for Matan Torah, as well as enjoy the beautiful world that Hashem gave us. And we celebrate by having bonfires.
So cool!
You are a genius, Efrat.
I know. But
You are a
Yadim,
genius.
don't try it at home unless you have an adult with you, okay? But here's what's happening, that I'm actually like burning the marshmallow with this. It's gonna take a while, but it's gonna be worth it because we love marshmallow. And that's how we feel like BaOmer.
Yeah.
And we can take a moment on Lag BaOmer to think how lucky we are that we have so many wonderful things in our life. So sure, it may seem challenging, but that's the beauty of Lag BaOmer. It reminds us that we can do both together. Serve Hashem and appreciate the world that we have. Let's take a tour of the cave of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai and the grave of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai.
As we enter the kever, there are many people that are gathered here to daven, to pray to Hashem on a regular basis. Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai wrote a sefer called the Zohar, also known as Mishnah Rishon, the first sefer of deep mystical meanings, and people daven in his merit for all sorts of things that would be miraculous.
I can't wait to eat it. Yum!
Hey, are you excited?
Look, Efrat, but I'm doing
זה
better
כל
now.
כך טעים, oh my
I'm
god.
burning it.
נכון.
I lit it on fire.
את עושה את זה יותר טוב.
אוקיי, לבד.
יאללה.
Yeah.
Can you burn mine too?
The road up north is narrow and lots of fun. So this is in Pekiim, where the cave of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai is. Imagine spending 12 years in a small cave hidden just like this. Wow. This is the cave of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai.
תודה. We can celebrate Lag BaOmer. Oh my god.
This is the ancient city of Pekiim. It is said that there have been Jews living in this city since the time before the destruction of the second Beit HaMikdash. This village square is said to be one of the oldest Jewish village squares, always having Jews living in it, in the entire world.
We're here in this beautiful ancient city of Pekiim.
Ready?
Oh my god.
וואו.
So good. זה כל כך טעים.
טעים ברמות.
ימי. עכשיו אני שמחה.
ילדים, it's the best thing. באמת.
Do it. יום שלישי, ל"ג בעומר. Send us pictures.
With your parents, don't do it alone.
While we were here, thinking of things dating way back in history, I remember that back in our Artzenu office, we have a box that has a lock with 4 digits on it, and I have not a clue how to open it. So, if you got any suggestions, shoot me an email, and let's see if we can figure out how to open up that box to see what we found.
Love you guys. Miss you so much. Mwah.
See you next time on Artzenu, where we tour and travel through our homeland, through Eretz Yisrael. Shalom.